What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just had some things on my mind lately and some things that the Lord was talking to me about, and I just wanted to make a video on it. Hopefully it'll encourage someone and to help someone. Where do I start? There's something that I think about often, but lately I've been thinking about it a lot more, especially today and yesterday, because I just spent time in prayer and the Lord was working on me with some stuff, and it just, if you're anything like me, human, you find it really difficult sometimes to do things that you know you need to do. Things that are positive, things that are good, things that you know you have to do, whether it be reading your Bible, praying, simply just showing up and going to work, just anything that is good that you know you need to do. It's always those things that seem to be the most difficult things to do. It's not hard to sleep in. It's not hard to eat unhealthy food. It's not hard to watch TV all day long. It's not hard to watch YouTube and all these things that are pleasantries, things that feel good, things that make us feel good, things that are entertaining. Those things are easy. Those things are not hard at all. But there are some things in life that are difficult, and they may be the very things that we know that we need to do and we want to do, but we just don't know how to do it. There's so many times in my life where I sat and looked at those things and I'm like, I know I need to do those things. I want to do those things, but I don't know how to do them. It feels like there's almost like a mental block. Like there's a big wall standing in front of you, and over that wall is everything that you know that you need to do. It's even everything that you want to do, but you just don't know how to get past that wall. That wall is in your way, that mental block. You're sitting there and you just don't know what to do, and often it's so daunting and so difficult that you're just like, you don't end up doing anything at all, right? There's this quote that I love by Friedrich Nietzsche, and it says, he who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how. And basically what that means is, if you have a why to do something, if you have a why to live for, then you can almost bear any difficulty that it may be. It's, what is your why? That's the question. That's what this video is about. What is your why? You sit down and there's those moments before, and you're thinking about doing something. There's those couple moments before you're sitting there. Maybe you just got, like me, you just got home from work and you want to read the Bible. You need to read the Bible, and you're sitting there, and those few moments before you're getting ready to do it, and you're battling it. Your flesh is not wanting to do it. You're battling it, and you're struggling. You don't know what to do. What is your why? What is your why? You're sitting there, and you got a couple choices. You got some pizza that you need to. You're hungry, and you got a choice between pizza or chicken breast and broccoli. You need to eat the healthy thing, but you really want to eat the pizza. What is your why? Why should you eat healthy? Why should you choose the chicken breast over the pizza? Why? I know that sounds like such a simple thing, but it's something that you really have to ask yourself and dig deep, because it's a question for everything. It's not just about reading the Bible. It's not just about eating healthy. It's everything. Why should I get up and go to work today? Why? When I can so easily just call out. I can so easily just sleep in. My alarm's going off. Why should I get up? Why? Why should I not just hit the snooze button and just go back to sleep? Why should I get up? What's the point? You have to ask yourself that, and you have to really know why. It's like, so many times I know that I've heard so many stories of parents who are raising their children, and they tell their children what to do. They're constantly telling them what to do. They're constantly telling them to do this over that, but they never give them a reason why. And often They grow up doing that very thing they were told not to do because they never were really taught why not. You need a reason. You really do. You need a reason why you should do something, and you need a reason as to why not to do something else. Why should I not drink alcohol? Why not? Might make me feel good. Might numb the pain a little bit. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I go eat the pizza? Why shouldn't I just call in to work and not show up? Why shouldn't I just go out here and sleep around? Why not? What's stopping me? I got all the freedom in the world. Why not? What's the point? You need to know why. Because those questions are going to come up. Those problems are going to come up. Those choices are going to come up. And you're going to, you need to know why. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why should I? Why shouldn't I? And you really need to articulate that and really dig deep, because it's not just something on the surface. It's going to be multiple reasons why or why not. It's going to be multiple reasons. It's not just going to be one thing. It's going to be multiple things. I'm trying to think of an example here. Okay, let's just say with the food. Even though it's a small thing, let's just say with the food, right? Well, why shouldn't I eat this? Well, for one thing, it's going to make me feel like crap afterwards. And I'm going to feel like crap because I really wanted to eat the healthy thing, but I chose to eat this anyway. Let's say with the work thing. Why shouldn't I just call in to work today and just sleep in? I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't feel like going to work. Yesterday was a stressful day. Let me just call in. Okay? Sit there and say, okay, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? They're going to need you there at work. They need help. They're going to need you. It's going to be a struggle without you there. Not because you're great, not because you're amazing, but the workplace, it's like an ecosystem, right? And if you take one player out of that equation, things start to fall apart a little bit. And the less people there are, the more difficult it's going to be, right? You're a part of that ecosystem. They're going to need you. Okay? Dig deeper. It's not just that one thing. That's not enough. You need more. More reasons why. Okay? Well, you need money, all right? And not just because you got bills, okay? Because that's not a good reason. You need more reasons than that, okay? Because your family is dependent upon you. You got people that you're taking care of. You can't sleep in. You can't call out of work because the people you love and care about that matter to you are relying on you. So you got to show up. That's a reason. That's a reason why. That's deep. Okay, it's not just, I know I've been giving examples of food and all that, but it's deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. You need these reasons why that are God-given reasons. Responsibilities, burdens, they're difficult, they're hard. This stuff's hard, man. It's hard to get up and go to work. It's hard to read the Bible. It's hard to pray. It's hard to show up and go to church sometimes, man. You don't feel like it. You don't want to. You don't want to do none of that. It's hard to show up and be there for people. It's hard to show up and love people. It's difficult. It's hard. It's not what you want. The flesh is wanting to do the opposite, man. The spirit's willing always, but the flesh is weak. You don't want to do that stuff. You don't want to do the hard stuff. You don't want to show up. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to do none of that, man. You don't want to do, that's the hard stuff. Why do you need to do it? Why should you? Why shouldn't you? And more often than not, the reasons why, those God-given reasons, are reasons that give you purpose and fulfillment in life. They're things that give you passion. Those are the things that truly motivate you above everything else. The reasons why are so much stronger than the reason not to do it. They're so much bigger than how hard it may be. And you have to really dig deep and articulate it and understand it and really say, okay, why do I need to do this? Why? Why do I need to do it? Why do I need to show up today? Why do I need to read my Bible? It's got to be deeper, man. It's not just, it's more than one thing. I need to read my Bible. Why? Well, because I need God. Why do I need God? Because I'm a freaking mess. That's why. I need God. God loves me. God cares about me. God wants to hear from me. He wants to speak to me. And I'm not going to hear that. I'm not going to see that if I don't read his word. The fruits of the Spirit, I'm not going to be walking in the Spirit if I'm not reading his word. I'm not going to be able to show up for work the way that I need to. I'm not going to be able to be the person that I'm supposed to be. I'm not going to be able to show up and be there for the people that I care about if I'm not following God, if I'm not reading his word. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I know that I need to do and want to do if I'm not following God. And I can't follow God if I'm not in his word. You see, you're digging deeper. You're digging deeper. You're going deeper. There's people that you love and care about, and you want to be a light for those people, and you want to help them, and you want to be there for them, but you can't do that if you're walking in your flesh, because your flesh doesn't give a crap about anybody. Your flesh cares about only you. Your flesh is prideful. Your flesh is selfish. Your flesh just wants to do what you want to do, and that's it, nothing else, right? The flesh is weak, but the Spirit is willing. But I need to show up. I need to follow God. I need to be in his word because I care about these people and I want to have a good life and I want to get those blessings from God and I want to experience what God has for me and I want to have the fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace and long-suffering and meekness and all those things. But I'm not going to have any of that if I'm not walking in his word. You see, there's a why. You got to know your whys. Why should I stay on the right path? Why does it matter? Why am I going to live right? Why am I going to try to live right and do right by others? And why aren't I going to do that? Why shouldn't I just go do that? Why shouldn't I just push all these things to the side? Right? If you really sit there and you think about these things and you articulate these things and you understand them, I think that they would help you because they help me. They do. Because when you have a why, you have purpose, and that purpose motivates you to push through that difficulty, through that burden, through that responsibility that's difficult, through that wall, through that mental block, through that wall that's standing right in front of you that you don't know how to surmount. If you have a why, it makes it easier to surmount it. It makes it way easier to move forward past the barricade, move forward past that wall that's standing in front of you. If you have a why, it'll help you to get through it. I know it will. Pray about it. Think about it. Really look at it. Look at your life and look at yourself. Have a moment of introspection and really just see and look at those reasons. Because you're going to have a reason. You're going to have multiple reasons. You're going to have deep, meaningful, purposeful reasons that will help you get through those difficult things. Why should I try? Maybe you're in school. Why should I study? Why should I try to get good grades? Why does it matter? Where's it going to get me? What? It's not just about you though. If you dig deep enough, those reasons why will go way beyond yourself. In fact, I think that they're supposed to. They're going to go beyond yourself. Otherwise, they're really not that deep enough. It's not going to help you. It's really not. Because it doesn't really matter. If you really think about it, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's going to help me. Okay, cool. Who cares? But those reasons that are going to affect other people, those are good reasons. That's a why. That's a true why. That's a true passionate thing that's really going to motivate you and push you forward. Because it's going to bleed off and affect other people. And those are the things that matter. Those are the things God's concerned about. The number one reason why, for all of these positive things, all the reasons why you should do something over another thing that's bad, why you should do the right thing and think the right thing and follow the right path and stay on the right path, the reason why, the number one thing is going to be God, period. It's going to be God. Multiple things out of that, but it's going to be God number one. And out of that number one thing comes everything else. Everything else. Everybody else. And you're going to come last at that. But There's another quote here I'd like to read. Growth for the sake of growth is the ideology of the cancer cell. Why should I grow? Why should I keep moving forward? Why should I work on myself? Why should I follow God? Why should I care for this person? Why should I do this thing over that thing? Why should I progress when I don't feel like progressing? Growth just for the sake of growth is not, that doesn't matter. It's not good enough. It's the ideology of a cancer cell. It's just growing just for the sake of growing. Who cares? But if you have a reason why you're growing, or as a reason why you should grow, then you're golden. I don't know if this video is going to help anybody. I don't really know if I really articulated what I was trying to say or what I wanted to say, if it helped anybody at all. But I hope that it did, because that mindset, that thinking, that realizing what it is God has for you and the reasons why He has them for you, and they make those difficult things so much easier. They make it so much easier. I'm telling you, I've seen it time and time again. If you really seek those things and you really figure out what those things are, it'll help you through those difficult things that you know you need to do and that you want to do, but you just can't seem to figure out how. He who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how. Why am I living? Why am I here? What's the purpose? What's the meaning? If you follow God, you pray about it, and you seek His word, I promise you, He'll show you. He will tell you. He will tell you exactly what it is. And it's going to be multiple things. Not just going to be one thing. It's going to be multiple things. But I'm telling you, it's going to help you. It helps me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you have anything else to add or anything to say to encourage someone else, or any helpful criticism towards me or anything like that. Add a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Share it with friends and family if you think it could help them. And just be there for others, man. Iron sharpens iron. That's what this whole channel is about. It's about being there for others, loving other people. That's a why right there. That's why I'm making this video. That's a why, because it's about other people. It's not about me. If it was up to me, if it was all about me, I wouldn't sit here and do this, because I don't feel like it. It's difficult. It's hard. But I got reasons why. Stay strong, guys. Keep moving forward. Peace out.